How Pastor Kenneth Copeland made church a business. In recent years, there has been growing concern about the commercialization of the church and the potential exploitation of faith for personal gain. One prominent figure at the center of this debate is Pastor Kenneth Copeland, whose ministry has faced scrutiny for its business-like approach to religion. In this video, we will take a look at how Pastor Kenneth Copeland made church a business. Pastor Kenneth is known for his promotion of the prosperity gospel, a controversial belief that emphasizes material wealth and financial success as signs of God's favor. Critics argue that this theology has been used as a tool to manipulate congregations into making substantial financial contribution to the church. Copeland has been accused of leveraging this doctrine to amass personal wealth, living a lavish lifestyle that starkly contrasts the humble teachings of Jesus Christ. Furthermore, Copeland has been associated with the sale of various products, including books, DVDs, and even a private jet, which some perceive as exploiting the faith of his followers. These products are often marketed as tools to enhance spiritual growth and financial prosperity, creating a profitable enterprise for the pastor and his ministry. Another aspect of the commercialization of the church revolves around the financial operations and tax-exempt status of religious organizations. Critics argue that some mega-churches, including Pastor Copeland's ministry, exploit the tax benefits associated with religious institutions while failing to provide adequate financial transparency. Tax-exempt status allows churches and religious organizations to avoid paying taxes on their income, which is intended to support their charitable and religious activities. However, allegations have been made that Copeland's ministry uses this status to accumulate wealth and engage in lucrative business ventures, all while minimizing public accountability. Concerns arise when the line between religious activities and for-profit enterprises becomes blurred, leaving room for exploitation and financial misconduct. A final aspect of any religious leader's role is to be accountable for their congregation and act as a shepherd, guiding and nurturing their spiritual growth. However, critics argue that Pastor Copeland and his ministry have fallen short in this regard. By adopting a business-like approach to the church, some believe that Copeland prioritizes financial success over the spiritual well-being of his followers. Copeland's alleged refusal to engage with critics and the media has raised concerns about his willingness to address legitimate questions and criticisms. This lack of transparency and accountability can erode trust and further fuel skepticism regarding the motives and practices of his ministry. Critics argue that Pastor Kenneth Copeland and his ministry employ manipulative fundraising tactics to engage large sums of money from their followers. These tactics often involve emotional appeals and promises of supernatural blessings in return for financial contributions. Copeland has been accused of using fear, guilt, and coercion to pressure individuals into giving beyond their means, sometimes even encouraging them to take on debt or make sacrifices in their personal lives. Moreover, the ministry has been known to organize extravagant fundraising events and conferences where attendees are encouraged to donate substantial sums of money. Critics argue that these events, while claiming to be spiritually focused, often have a strong emphasis on financial transactions with little emphasis on genuine spiritual growth. One of the main concerns raised about Pastor Copeland's ministry is the alleged personal enrichment of the pastor and his family. Critics argue that the financial success of the ministry has been used to provide extravagant lifestyles for the Copeland family rather than being primarily directed towards charitable causes or the growth of the congregation. Reports have surfaced regarding lavish mansions, luxury cars, and private jets owned by the Copeland family, which some view as a clear example of personal enrichment at the expense of the church mission. This perceived focus on personal wealth accumulation raises questions about the true intentions and priorities of the ministry. Critics contend that the business-like approach taken by Pastor Copeland's ministry often places more emphasis on financial prosperity and personal success rather than genuine spiritual discipleship. The teachings tend to center around the accumulation of wealth, which some argue diverts attention from the core message of Christianity. By prioritizing material abundance, critics claim that the ministry neglects teachings on humility, service, and sacrificial love that are integral to the Christian faith. This shift in focus can lead to a distortion of the gospel message and undermine the true purpose of the church, which is to nurture spiritual growth and foster a deeper relationship with God. The way in which Pastor Kenneth Copeland has been accused of turning the church into a business entity are contentious. While it is important to acknowledge that different perspectives exist on the matter, the debate surrounding the commercialization of the church underscores the need for transparency and a renewed focus on the core values and teachings of Christianity. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.